In life, everyone is searching for something: success, love, trust, comfort. But very few people pause for a moment and ask themselves, what am I really looking for? And why am I looking for it? Or even more fundamentally, what do I truly want from this life? The point here isn't to find the answer to these questions right now. The real purpose is to start asking them to yourself. Because sometimes life doesn't demand an answer from us. It only wants us to hear a quiet question passing through our heart. And hearing those questions isn't something everyone can do. Only wise people constantly put themselves in front of these questions. So what are these questions? If you want to find out, or more precisely, if you want to hear these questions, you need to watch this video until the end. I will share with you 7 questions that only wise people ask themselves. All I ask from you is a very small thing. Just subscribe to the channel and like the video. Your small support means a lot to us in creating content like this. If you're ready, let's begin. I'll start directly with the first question. Am I being forced into this situation, or am I doing it to myself? Every day, sometimes every hour, new situations arise in life. Someone annoys you, your plans are disrupted, unexpected events occur. And very often our first reaction is, what could I do? The situation forced me into this. But Stoic philosophy pauses here and asks a silent yet sharp question. Is the situation really forcing you? Or are you simply giving it control over you? This is a test of freedom, because freedom isn't the power to do whatever you want. It's the power to control your own reactions. Think about it. Someone treats you unfairly. You get angry, your emotions boil over. Now the choice is yours. Either that person's actions control your emotions, or you control your own behavior. The Stoics said, it's not the words that hurt you, but the thoughts that allow them to affect you. We often get lost in events. When an argument happens, a mistake occurs, or we face failure. We immediately say, I couldn't have acted differently. Yet, there was always a choice. It's just that our feelings and emotions were so strong that we acted this way. A wise person can take a step back in any situation. They stand above the event, not in the middle of it. They know that the event itself is not in their control, but their reaction always is. If you can pause for a moment, take a deep breath and tell yourself, in this moment, I am in control of myself. This mindset will already set you apart from others, because control always comes from within. It never comes from outside. Many people think that events shape them, but in reality, what shapes you is the meaning you give to those events. People experience the same things. Some break, some grow. The difference isn't in the event, it's in the approach. Sometimes, in the hardest situations, we see people who remain calm. It's as if they stand in the middle of a storm, yet there is peace inside them. They also feel fear. They also feel emotion, but with one difference: they choose their reactions. This choice is what separates you from the rest. Every time you replace "what happened to me" with "how do I want to respond," you start changing. This question pulls you out from life's grip and turns you into a free person. And being free isn't just being unbound, it's having control within. If you place this idea at the center of your life, everything changes. When you feel anger rising, before reacting, you pause. When someone criticizes you, before responding, you ask yourself, does this align with my values? Am I in control of this situation, or is it controlling me? This simple yet profound question leads you to calmness amid the daily chaos. Because a person who asks this question no longer lets others' actions change their values. They know, my power isn't in not reacting, it's in choosing my reaction. Life is such that situations are constantly changing. Sometimes they are overwhelming, sometimes unexpected. Yet there is an unforgettable truth. You can choose your behavior at any moment. And this choice is the greatest power in your life. That's why every time something tries to shake you, just pause and ask yourself, is the situation forcing me, or am I doing this to myself? The answer you give reveals your wisdom, or the opposite. The second question wise people ask themselves is about loss. What is this loss teaching me? There is a certain emptiness, a silence within the word loss. Because each of us has lost something, someone, an opportunity, a dream, or sometimes just our former self. At first, this is naturally painful, but sometimes that pain wakes us up. Life has a strange rule. It teaches us the most important lessons in the hardest ways. Joy gives comfort, but pain changes us. Loss does not come to destroy you, it comes to shape you. A wise person doesn't ask, why did this happen to me? Instead, they ask, what can I learn from this? And this simple question changes the direction of pain. You no longer fight life, you learn from it. Sometimes a door closes and you try to force it open. Over time, you realize that perhaps there was nothing left for you behind that door. Sometimes a person leaves and you try to bring them back. Later, you understand that their departure was freedom for you. You just didn't realize it at the time. Loss doesn't always take something from your life. It often shows you who you are. It shows what or whom you are willing to let go of and what values you truly hold. If you can see it this way, loss ceases to be an enemy and becomes a teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Consider that events happen not to you, but for you." This may seem simple, but it holds a deep kind of freedom, because even amid pain, if you seek meaning, you are no longer its prisoner. You don't lose control, you gain insight. Think, what have you learned the most from in life? What has made you grow the most? Often it's not success, it's loss. Loss forces you to pause, reflect, and become silent. In that silence, you hear yourself. At first, losing something may feel like the end of everything. But years later, you see that without that loss, you would not have become the person you are. Sometimes life takes something from you to awaken something more valuable within you. In this world, everyone is chasing something. Some chase money, some fame or status. All of it seems like the center of life. But one day, you grow tired, and you realize that this race has no end. The more a person gains, the more they want. Not because of greed, but because of inner emptiness. We sometimes try to fill that emptiness with more things, but it cannot be filled with things. It can only be filled with more spirit. True value lies in what calms you, what brings you closer to yourself. That's why wise people ask themselves, what is true value in life for me? Sometimes a cup of tea, a quiet morning, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend carries more value than everything else you've gained over the years. Because in those moments, you are truly yourself. You don't try to impress anyone. You don't need to prove anything. You simply exist, pure, calm, real. A wise person doesn't seek value outside because they know that the outside only offers temporary things. The world changes, people change, relationships change. But if the values of your soul remain unchanged, you lose nothing. That's why every time you chase something, ask yourself, does this align with my values? If the answer is no, stop. Because every step forward along that path takes you farther from yourself. Sometimes we call things important, when in reality they drain our soul. More gain, more approval, more visibility. But what does it lead to? More emptiness, because those values do not belong to our soul. They are merely standards society has taught us. As life simplifies, you deepen. You want less but feel more. You speak less but understand more. And then you realize, true value is never found in noise. It is born in silence. True value is what calms you, expands your inner self. If something stresses you, empties you, or pulls you away from yourself, it does not serve you. Letting it go is not a loss. It is clearing space for your soul. Every day ask yourself, does this serve my soul? Or does it burden it with what it does not need? Life cannot give you everything at once, but you can choose what makes you valuable, peaceful and happy, or what destroys you. True value does not change you. It brings you back to yourself. And sometimes the greatest gain is learning not to chase anything at all. The fourth question that wise people ask themselves is, which voice am I listening to, revenge or reason? Life tests us most when we least expect it. Sometimes this test comes in the form of anger. Someone treats you unfairly. Their words and actions hurt you, and a fire ignites within. The first instinct is to respond, to prove you are right, to take revenge. Anger speaks quietly but irresistibly, more persuasively and swiftly than reason. It wants to control you, to drag you along its path. And most of the time we don't notice it. We just act, then regret it. The wise person pauses and asks, who is speaking right now? My ego or my reason? This question is silent yet powerful. True strength isn't in escaping anger, it's in controlling yourself within it. The voice of ego reminds you that you are right. Show them. Respond, demand respect. Reason, however, speaks quietly, calmly, measuredly. It asks, think, will this response lead to peace or only increase tension? If you listen to the voice of anger, it will control you. You may be right, but that rightness can defeat you. The greatest defeat is losing your values while being right. You sacrifice your calm, your respect, your inner balance. A wise person knows that anger is momentary, but its consequences are long-lasting. They pause, breathe, and think. Sometimes saying nothing at all is the wisest response. Silence can become the most powerful weapon against anger. It frees you. Ask yourself this simple question in every difficulty. Which voice is speaking, revenge or reason? And if reason quietly responds, listen to it. The greatest reward in life is not being right. It is not losing yourself. Remember this question in every moment of anger, in every encounter with injustice. It will protect you, calm you, and ultimately make you stronger. For the wise, true power lies in choosing their reaction, not in the words spoken. Now let's move to the fifth question wise people ask themselves. What is the greatest importance of this moment? Most of the time we cannot fully live our lives. We are trapped in memories of the past or fears of the future. What did I do wrong? What will happen in the future? What will I lose? These questions quietly pull us away from the present moment. The wise person knows life only happens now. Everything is here in this breath, this glance, this feeling. The past is over and the future has not yet arrived. The greatest gift is to be aware of the present moment. This question, what is the greatest importance of this moment, makes you pause. It asks, now in this moment, what are you truly feeling? Where is your attention? Many times we are in the moment physically, but our attention is elsewhere, on our phones, memories, or future plans. And the moment slips away. All the quiet moments of life, every beautiful detail, only matter when you are aware of them. A calm sunset, a friend's smile, simply sitting and breathing. These touch you only when you are present. Every worry comes from thought, regret from the past, fear of the future. These are games of the mind. But calmness comes from awareness. When you feel the moment carefully, you already control it. Think, hundreds of moments pass each day. Some are beautiful, some ordinary, some painful. But we miss most of them because we dwell on the past or anticipate the future. Life moves fast. This question stops you and says, pause, look, you are here. What value does this moment hold? When you fully perceive the moment, life slows. Time seems to pause. You find calm within the moment. And that calm allows you to think deeply, to feel, and to truly live. The wise person remembers this question every day. What is the greatest importance of this moment? They do not just look at others, nor focus only on success, nor endlessly plan for the future. They stand in the moment, feeling every detail, the breath, the emotions, the stillness. This is life itself, far from all noise, worries, and distractions. It is simply returning to the now, because only in the present do you truly live, truly appreciate, and truly grow. Whenever you feel lost in stress, fear, or the rush of life, pause and ask, what is the greatest importance of this moment for me? The answer will be silent, yet you will feel it. It will calm you, focus your mind, and reveal the depth of life. For life only finds its true meaning in moments you are aware of. The sixth question wise people ask themselves is also profound. For whom am I living? For myself or for others? Sometimes life passes and we don't even notice. It seems that our actions, decisions, and choices are for others. We want to be admired, to attract attention, to be accepted. It's as if we participate in a daily performance, imagining that others are watching us. But in the end, we forget. We are not merely spectators of our life. We are the actors. We play our role, but often follow others' scripts. And sometimes we do so unconsciously. Conversations, social media, family, friends, all silently seek our approval. The wise person pauses and asks, is this choice, this action, this word, for me or for others? This simple question may seem quiet, but it is powerful. It awakens you. It frees you from the eyes of others. True freedom is liberation from the thoughts, opinions, and criticism of others. If every step you take is based on others' reactions, you are not truly living, you are merely performing, acting to be seen in their eyes. Think social media, friends' opinions, family expectations. Each seems to control you. Sometimes even the smallest decisions are made according to, how will others see me? And in the end, you lose yourself. The difference for the wise, they consider others' opinions, but they cannot affect their inner values. They know that the truest critic is their own soul, and one must live for oneself. This question is silent, yet it brings the strongest awakening. For whom am I living? If the answer is others, pause and reconsider. Your value, happiness, and peace are not measured by the approval of others. True power lies in staying faithful to your values, in living according to your principles. Every time you face a choice, ask, am I taking this step for myself, or for how I will appear in others' eyes? This simple question preserves your inner freedom. When you live for your life, not for others, you find life's deepest meaning. This is the difference of a wise person. They are free to hear others' voices, but freer still to listen to their inner voice. They find the rhythm of life not in the eyes of others, but in their own heart. And this is a silent, yet the most powerful awakening. Finally, the most fascinating seventh question that wise people ask themselves is, how do the steps I take today shape my future? Let's be honest, many of us are not satisfied with our lives for one reason or another. Everyone wants to change their life, to achieve more, to live differently. But the truth is, change does not happen instantly. We often wait for a single decision, a burst of motivation, hoping that life will suddenly transform. But real, lasting change comes from small, daily steps. The choices you make, the decisions you take every day, shape your future. Waking up early, reading a short book, writing a brief note of gratitude, exercising a little. These may seem simple at first glance, but over the years, these small steps shape your character, your mindset, and your life. Think about it. If you consistently maintain a small positive habit every day, what difference will you see in 5 years? Repeating the same morning routine without variation won't change your life. But thinking slightly differently, acting slightly differently, taking small steps, these create a huge difference for your future. A wise person knows that tomorrow's results are the product of today's habits. Motivation fades, energy comes and goes, but daily repetition remains. Daily repetition transforms you into a different person in the future. Life changes not through grand plans, but through repetition. Taking small steps every day eventually brings you to the person you want to become in 5 years. Small achievements, small successes, small habits, all combine to produce great results. Sometimes we ignore this and say, how can such small things make a difference? But remember, tiny drops fill a lake. Small steps create a big future. Every day, ask yourself, how do the steps I take today shape my future? Each answer will make you reflect, and each small step will shape you into a different person 5 years from now. Change does not happen overnight, but the sum of your daily actions opens a new page in your life. The most powerful law of life is this: today's small steps create tomorrow's great results. You choose. Either stay committed to today's habits or take a slightly better step each day. 5 years from now, when you look at yourself, you will see the change and realize that everything started with small steps. Thus, the power of wise people is not in speaking much. Their strength lies in measuring every step, understanding every feeling, and making every decision calmly. The purpose of the 7 questions discussed in this video is not merely to find answers. The purpose is to reveal yourself. Every question you ask yourself will make you a little clearer, a little more patient, and a little freer. And remember, this freedom is the most precious gift you can have in life. If the lessons in this video inspired you, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it. Your single share could change the life of a friend. See you in the next video.